We are just a little over a week away until the new season of Love After Lockup. And in the meantime, I want to talk about some recent Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Monique. Last time we heard from her, she acted like she had washed her hands clean of Titus and she was done with him. She was done dating men in jail. Well, now it looks like they're back together. She posted a screenshot of a video visit with Titus and she said only 4 more months with the little heart emoji. And Titus is not supposed to get out of prison until March of 2027, but she said in the comments that Titus is supposed to get out in 4 months and then he's gonna go to a halfway house. Then she said, I love rage baiting y'all. Ain't no way y'all should be this invested on who I deal with. And then someone said, girl, I'm not. All I know is you popped up on my page some months back and said that you was done with him. And she said, I can change my mind. And some people are taking her as saying, oh, I love rage baiting y'all, as her saying that she's not back with Titus and she's just messing with people for engagement. I'm not buying that. I think she's saying, yes, I'm back with Titus, but you shouldn't be so invested because it affects me, not you. But at the end of the day, people are just confused because like one week she's done with him and now she's back with him, and people were asking her if she's going to come back for another season of Love After Lockup, and she said not this year, which tells me they're likely going to be filming his release once he does get out. I mean, it's not going to be as exciting since he has to go to a halfway house for a little while, but it will be interesting to see how things do work out once he is finally released from that halfway house. I'm sure her ass is still up in Ohio, too, trying to live as close to him as possible. I wonder if she's been able to visit him again since then. And I'm confused about JK and Brooke because the way she's posted, it kind of makes it sound like they may be back together, but maybe I'm overanalyzing things. So I want to know what you guys think. She said, happy birthday, love. I hope you've had an amazing day so far. I'm like, she's got the heart emojis. She called him her love. And it says on her Facebook that she's in a relationship, but she hasn't came out and said like who exactly that's with. Someone commented and said, y'all so cute, love y'all. And JK said, that's all me. And then I saw Brooke post today. She said she's single because she's not in the mood to share no man or raise no little ass boy. So I'm like, okay, I'm confused. Are you single? Are you and JK just like friendly like that? I don't know. And then Taylor, she's out here single again. She was dating this Ryan guy for a while, and it seemed like things were going pretty good. She was talking about how she finally found a man she could trust. She didn't feel the need to go through his phone. And then I saw someone share a picture of them in a Facebook group, and someone asked him and tagged him and said, are you and Taylor still together? And he said they're not, but they're still great friends. And then Taylor shared that she doesn't want people to be confused, like she's single, but she's not like the meet singles near me single. She's at the point in her life where she's just like learning to love herself and focus on herself first, and she just wants people like share affirmations, cute pictures of animals. Meanwhile, Taylor's ex Chance, he's still locked up in prison, and his baby mama Alyssa went and visited him along with her son Liam right around his first birthday, and they got to see Chance. She said our photos finally came in. She did get a little backlash in the comments. Someone was like, if my husband ever ended up in prison, I would never subject my kids to the environment of prison. And she said, this is the father that my baby woke up to every morning, and this is the father who was his father when I had to go to work, vice versa with him going to work. This is the father, so yes, I continue to bring our son. And she acts like Chance is going to be getting out soon. She acts like he's already did his time. He's just waiting to submit what all he's done to the parole board or the probation board or whatever, and they have to look it over and decide if he's going to get out. I don't know if he's going to get out though, because he's still facing the DUI charges, the charges for stealing that lady's car and her credit card, and he's still facing the charges from when he threw Alyssa out of a moving car. So I don't know, saying that he may be getting out soon may be a little optimistic, but I'm very curious to see when he does end up getting out. And Puppy, she recently got out of jail. She was released from custody a week ago after she was jailed for a little over a month for a probation violation. And next we have Dylan, and he's up to the same nonsense as always. He posted and said, does anybody know anything about radio frequency technology or stuff like that? He feels like somebody's trying to broadcast signals to his devices to implicate him in some kind of crime or set him up. And I don't know. I just think that he's like paranoid and needs to go to bed. Cam shared that his babies are getting so big, but he's so upset that he can no longer post pictures of them because him and Eris weren't happy with people sharing pictures of their kids throughout different like Facebook groups or just resharing pictures of their kids. So it sounds like they came to a decision to just stop posting them altogether. And we have Mandy, and she's out here coping. She's trying to flex on, I guess, Jessica, I'm assuming. She said, I'm so glad that my daughter has a mom and dad that actually have shit going for themselves. Like, they don't gotta be damn near 40 and still live at home with mom and dad. And as soon as she said that, I'm like, okay, she has to be talking about Jessica. And you should want to break generational curses, not add to them, baby girl. Gonna have a whole trust filled with money when she turned 18, and she's gonna go to college to actually be someone, not live at home with her mom and dad forever. Thank you, God, for everything my family has coming despite everything we've been through. We finally got a huge blessing. And oh yeah, a baby will be coming soon. He or she is in the making. We just didn't want to bring a baby into the situation until we were set up financially. Well, you guys had all that money you were flexing, like, what was it, 6 months ago or so, when she got that money from that lawsuit? Why didn't you guys try having a baby then? It's just the same with Mandy. How many years now have they been talking about having a baby? How many years now have they been talking about buying a house? How many years now have they been talking? It's just like, it's always like, stay tuned for things that have yet to happen, or by the time they happen, it's not as exciting anymore because you've been hyping this up for 5 years now. Next we have Savannah. She ended up tying the knot this past weekend, so congratulations to her and her new husband Craig. They weren't together for that long. I want to say they're together for only like 6 months before he popped the question, but they look to be happy. Here she is flexing the ring. And her ex Bradley, he's managed to get himself in hot water after he thought it'd be alright to just drop the N-word on Facebook. So he shared this quote from someone that said, white people shouldn't repost anything with the N-I-G-G-A in the post. Am I wrong? And then Brad said, fight about it. And then someone said, I'd rather shoot. And then Brad said, you the type of N-word, the one with an A at the end, with a stick and miss every shot on the same block. Just shooting to say you did. It's cool, gang. You'll be all right out here. It just seems like he's testing the waters and it's all shit and giggles for him, and it's like, dude, this is not cool. At this point, it seems like he's the one that's out here trying to rage bait people, and a lot of people are not happy about it, and they're calling him out for this behavior. But that's it for this video, guys. That is all the updates we have for now. Only one more week, a little bit more than a week left to go until our new season is finally here. Let me know what couple you guys are the most excited to see in this new season, and what you guys think about everything we talked about in this video in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.